What's up, everybody? Gojo here, and today I'm going to be doing chapter 304 of Blue Lock, Benefactor of My Dream. It's kind of like a little slice of life portion of the manga where we're kind of calming down from the come off of the NEL league with Isagi being the number one Blue Lockian to surface after it all. It opens up with Isagi's parents making him food, kind of telling him how much they appreciate him, how much they adore him, how much they care about him just by making this meal in general. Like, we also get this moment where I laughed reading it because I was driving while I was reading this. I know. I read Blue Lock while driving. I'm addicted. I'm sorry. But we get this moment where his dad imitates him and kind of says, my clown Kaiser, you know what I mean? And it's funny. Then we get this scene of Isagi opening a package from Ego, and it's a bunch of CDs, like old footage, with a letter from Ego saying, "Learn about soccer, Yoichi Isagi, and the key to your next evolution is in here. Discover it for yourself." So he kind of concludes that this is like a special thing for being the number one Blue Lockian to surface, and that Ego kind of has this plan for him to be the number one striker of Japan and how he's gonna win. And they kind of work as like a symbiotic relationship, Ego and Isagi. Isagi completing Ego's original goal of winning the World Cup for Japan, and then Isagi winning the World Cup. They can't do it without each other. I also seen a couple theories online of people talking about how Isagi's going to kind of go down this evil path, which I don't really agree with. I think he might get a little more aggressive and he might be able to stand his ground against other players more. But I don't think that's what they were saying with this panel, having his parents kind of like talk to him and tell him that he, no matter how much he changes, he'll always be welcome. People were trying to say that that was him, Kanishiro saying his evolution is going to go in a negative path, like that even if he becomes evil, that he would still be accepted at home, which I don't know, I just didn't really agree with. Then we kind of cut back to Isagi opening the box, reviewing some of the discs that he got from Ego, and he kind of analyzes them and realizes that not only does he not know much about soccer, but that he can still widen his options when it comes to shooting, blocking, scoring, passing. All I just said scoring and shooting, the same thing. But the way he plays soccer is definitely very mediocre, and this is something that he needs to practice while he's in the 45 days coming up to Blue Lock. And then we get this scene kind of seeing some of the other most important characters in Blue Lock, the higher ups on the list, getting their letters from Ego in the mail, Bachira, Chigiri, and Kunigami. And then, yeah, the chapter concludes. We got 45 days until the U20 World Cup. There's a U20 World Cup, and then there's a regular World Cup. If you don't know what that means, U20 is just basically under 20. So anybody under 20 that is of high enough caliber to play soccer professionally is playing in this World Cup for their specific country, or their specific region of their country. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because it's Japan, and then Asia's Asia's the continent. Yeah, no, so for their specific country, not for their specific area. So Japan is a country. Yeah, Japan, Germany, the UK, all of them are going to compete, and it's just for the people under 20. So after that, we'll get probably the final chapters of Blue Lock, final like 200 or so chapters of Blue Lock, where we see the final World Cup with Isagi at the helm and Nagi finally back. I know I'm talking about Nagi all the time, but yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I have some other mangas that I'm finishing up. I'm going to be making videos on Dandadan, on Gachiachika when it comes out next month. I've also been keeping up with Kaiju number 8, so I'm gonna make a video on that. And then Bleach. I've been watching Bleach. I don't know if I'll ever make a video on Bleach. Maybe just an update video on how far I am in the show. Dragon Ball. I've been said I was gonna make another video on Dragon Ball, and then the final manga that I wanted to make videos on. Just the since I'm not, there's so many fucking pages and chapters. I think about 700 total pages of the first fucking 3 volumes of Berserk. So I'm gonna be making a video recapping my thoughts on the first arc of Berserk, the Black Horseman arc, or Black Swordsman arc. My bad, excuse me. And then I'll be getting into the Golden Age arc, which is his prologue, the pre-story. And then I'll make a video about that when I'm finished with that. But I'm almost done with the Black Swordsman arc, so I'll make a video on that. And then yeah, the other mangas I said before that. But yeah, stay sturdy, my friends, and stay tuned.